The Rock's recent heel turn in the WWE has been incredibly exciting, but the story itself is still kind of messy, and there's so many plot holes that are still unanswered because The Rock doesn't understand how the Royal Rumble works. And yes, I know that sometimes WWE just straight up doesn't make sense. We were cheering for a guy that walked around thinking he was dead, that was collecting souls. We saw a male stripper who was one of the greatest performers in professional wrestling history, and we have cross-dressers that win women's division matches. But lately, WWE has been on a very good streak of telling stories that actually make sense, and they are more quote-unquote realistic. However, there's still some glaring plot holes in one of the main stories right now. What the hell did The Rock say to Cody Rhodes? What the hell did they talk about when Cody Rhodes was being consulted? To the point where Cody Rhodes literally gave up his spot, or seemingly gave up his spot. And of course, that was before all the uproar. And I don't care what the dirt sheets say. I don't care whatever news wrestling outlet that you follow. That was not the original plan. And they've been reporting that it was the original plan. It's not. They had to pivot because the social media trend, we want Cody, because fans were very unhappy with the way and the direction that WWE is going, which seemingly was The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. Which this uproar turned into actually a pretty good thing, because instead of getting a basic good guy Rock like we always do, we actually got The Rock in heel form, something we have not seen in 20 plus years. We got some type of formation of corporate Rock and Hollywood Rock, and we kind of just put it all together. And with that, we saw The Rock join the Bloodline, which has already elevated the story, one of the best stories ever, and made it even better than it already is. It's a nice change up. It's something we haven't seen in so long. We got back the Versace shirts. We got the slow talking Rock. We got arrogant Rock. All of these things put together is what made him The Rock. But with this, it seems like Cody stepped to the side to let The Rock come in and take his spot in the main event. Everybody complained, and they changed it back.
This right here is bullshit.
Cody comes back and challenges Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, which in storyline pissed The Rock off, which I could understand that. But at the same time, Cody won the Rumble, and The Rock has now turned into the same thing that he's been calling all of us.
Oh, Cody Crybabies, yeah. That's what they're called.
He just turned into The Rock Crybaby. The Rock came out last Friday on SmackDown. He had his shirt on, he had his arrogance, he had his swag walk back, and along with insulting the fans, something that I've missed so much because heel 2003 Rock is one of the best ever.
You shut your mouth, fatty. The Rock will come out there and slap the herpes off your lips.
He asked everybody, what is Cody's story? And then he goes to explain that Cody's story was last year at WrestleMania 39 and he lost, and that he's a loser. He said that he lost last year and now he just wants a rematch, saying that that's not how it works. That's exactly how it works. Cody won the Rumble.
Cody lost the match, and now all of a sudden, Cody wants a rematch? That's not how it works. I mean, think about it.
No, you fucking think about it. He won the Rumble. He has the choice to pick whoever he wants. It just doesn't really make sense, because then The Rock went on to talk about sports teams, talked about the Utah Jazz and how they lost to the Chicago Bulls, got up, dusted themselves off, and moved on like men, and then continued on being some successful franchise, which they're really not. They talked about the 49ers and how they lost and said, wait, no, it's our turn. We have to finish our story. No, that's not how it works. It's like if the 49ers lost this year, went into next year, won everything, and went back to the Super Bowl. That's exactly what it would be. I just don't understand why they're not addressing the fact that Cody won the Rumble and he has the choice, and The Rock is just ignoring it completely. Maybe The Rock doesn't understand how the Royal Rumble works, because when he won, he technically also lost it, because Rocky's feet did touch the ground first.
Well, The Rock says it doesn't matter if The Rock's feet touch the ground first.
So maybe he's just unfamiliar with how the Rumble works. And I know there's still a lot of time left to tell this story, but it just doesn't make sense that they're not addressing the fact that Cody does have the choice. And I hope maybe they play into the fact that The Rock is just so arrogant that he really doesn't give a shit. If Cody won the Rumble, he told him basically what to do and he's not following it, which that would be good. You could play into the fact that he's the boss and that he is in charge, and he's pissed off because this was all a plan that just went to shit because of everything that happened. And believe me, I understand that wrestling is fake. I understand that stories sometimes don't make sense, but WWE has done a very good job on stories actually making sense and not pulling a Vince just being like, what is happening right now?
What's up, Holmes? What up, G?
The Rock had a good heel promo, something that I missed, and I can't believe I'm watching it 21 years later. The last time I saw this, I was 8 years old, but it's making The Rock look really stupid. I just want them to address this, because this is just a major plot hole in an overall very good story that's going to build up to something big. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to make a lot of sense. But they need to address it, because if we don't get told what The Rock said in Cody's ear, what they talked about prior to that, ignoring the fact that he won the Rumble, it just makes The Rock look dumb, and it just doesn't make sense. I can understand you could be pissed off that he chose Roman, but he's saying it like you're just deciding for yourself, like you're in charge.
It is mine. I won the Royal Rumble.
So he has the choice.
I choose you, Roman Reigns.
He picked his pick. It's Roman Reigns. If they play on this, though, and act like The Rock just doesn't care what's going on and it can show how arrogant and corrupted he is, that could be a good story. But only time is going to tell what's going on. I just want them to fix this because this has the potential to be one of the best stories ever told. And it could get even better if everything just makes sense. What do you guys think? Do you guys actually care if it matters or not? Or do you think that WWE should explain this story better? Because as of right now, The Rock is very upset and he's turned into his own crybaby. But funny enough, you could use your own catchphrase on you and tell you that it doesn't matter what you want. But what I do think matters and what I do think is pretty cool is the story of these 6 superstars and how they got to this point. So check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.